You have done things you will never remember. You learned to walk on legs that had never held your weight. You learned the face of the person who loved you most. You learned an entire language from nothing, just by lying there and listening, and you remember none of it. Reach back as far as your mind will go. Find the very first thing you ever recorded. Most people stop somewhere around the age of 3. Before that, there is a wall, a blank. That blank has a name. Scientists call it infantile amnesia. Sigmund Freud first named it more than a century ago, baffled that the years which shape us most completely could simply vanish. For a long time, the easy answer was that babies just don't form memories, but that turned out to be wrong. A 1-year-old knows her mother's voice, she remembers where the toy is hidden, she learns which cabinet holds the good snacks. The recording was happening, so why doesn't it last? Deep in the center of your brain sits a small structure shaped like a seahorse, called the hippocampus. In an adult, it is stable. In a baby, it is a construction site that never sleeps. New neurons are born there at a furious pace in a process called neurogenesis. And here is the twist. 2 researchers in Toronto, Paul Franklin and Sheena Jocelyn, found that this explosive growth doesn't only add storage, it rewires everything already there. Every new cell disturbs the connections holding an older memory in place. When they slowed neurogenesis in young mice, the memories stayed. When they sped it up in adult mice, the memories began to vanish. The forgetting was never a flaw. It was the price of a brain still building itself. So think about what that means. The reason you cannot remember being a baby may be the same reason you became who you are. Your brain was simply growing too fast to keep a diary. But here is the strangest part of all. For a century, we assumed the infant brain couldn't record lasting memories at all. Then in 2025, a team led by Nick Turk-Brown at Yale slid awake, alert babies into a scanner, and watched the hippocampus light up. The babies were recording. The machinery worked perfectly, which means the blank in your mind is not an empty tape. It is a recording you can no longer play. You were there for all of it, the warmth of being carried. The first time a face leaned in close and you understood without a single word that you were safe. It all landed. Almost none of it returns. And maybe that is the quiet mercy of it. A mind that remembered every fall, every hunger, every moment of helplessness might never have been free to become something new. The forgetting made room. The blank was never a loss. It was the empty page that let the rest of your life be written. So the next time you watch a baby learning the world at a speed you can no longer match, remember this. They will forget almost all of it. And so, once did you. You have done things you will never remember, and every single one of them is still, quietly, the reason you are you.